Hey everyone, I am so excited to share this special moment, my book signing event and birthday celebration. It was a beautiful evening where I got to share my journey and the heart behind Feminicity and how movement can be a powerful tool for energy healing. So I'm so grateful to have this captured and can't wait for you to experience it with me.
I just want to say thank you so much for coming and celebrating my birthday today and this book that means a lot to me. So I'm going to follow a little script because if I go off, I'm going to go. I'll be telling you stories and we might be there all night, so we're not going to do that. So I want to just say thank you everyone for being here today and making this day so special. And it truly means so much to share this moment with you, not only because of the book, but also, yes, it's my birthday. I'm 55 years young. And so, what better way to celebrate and during something deeply personal, which is my journey with belly dance. I have a big heart here because belly dance has been such a modality that helped me to transform my life. And so I just wanted to show you how it all started. Some of you don't know my story, and some of you are going to hear it 1,000 times, and thank you for your patience. But I wanted to share with you, it started 20 years ago, and I was 34 years old, and I had no idea what belly dance was. At that time, I was very much overweight, I weighed 220 pounds or so, and I was totally out of shape, right? Remember that, Lynn? I was suffering depression and I was completely drained. My life was very sedentary. I was working full time for the government of Canada, and Statistics Canada, which is very, it was a good job. But it wasn't for me. I was a single mom. I was taking care of my beautiful daughter. But what I would do after work is, she'd be fed, and then she'd do her homework, but I would just sit, watch TV, and eat junk food, and I would do that over and over every day. And so I knew something had to change, but I just don't know, I didn't have any idea what I could do to help myself, until I discovered one book that really kind of opened up something about this book caught my attention. And so this is the book that changed my life, this book. And so it says, The Art of Belly Dance, a fun and fabulous way to get fit. I'm like, well, I need fun, I need to get fit, but what is belly dance? Like I play hockey, I play sports. My sister's the pageant girl, and I was more of a sport person, and I did not do well when it came to pageantry or anything like that. So belly dance was so off my radar. But when I started reading this book, something kind of just really clicked. And so this book really started to kind of open something inside of me. It shifted something when I started to do these movement, and there's still a DVD, maybe not, but there was a DVD in here, and I would do the DVD almost every morning, and I would just do these movement, and these movement kind of started to make me feel so much better. So even though I was weighing like 200 pounds, it didn't matter anymore. It was changing the way I was feeling inside. This movement was really changing the way I was feeling about myself. So it was very much an emotional kind of dance for me. And so I just felt so beautiful. And after a year, a friend came up to me and said, people are asking, what's your secret? Because what happened, I did lose a lot of weight. I lost about 70 pounds. But there's something about my aura, and she said that I was radiating happiness, and so she wanted to know what it was all about. And so I did share a little bit about the dance. I shared with some belly dance movement, and she said, well, why are you keeping this to yourself? I'm like, what do you mean? She said, you need to share this, to our community. In Sturgeon Falls, Ontario, it's about 6,000 people there. And it's very, you wouldn't see belly dance there, you wouldn't see, it's mostly a sports kind of town. And so for me kind to open up and teach belly dance, I didn't think anybody would be interested in learning this. But my friend, Paula, she said, no, I think you have something here. People want to know what you're doing. So I did have a class, I did like a gymnasium at a elementary school. And then that first night, I had over 50 women. And I'm like, oh my gosh, look at all these people. I'm not kidding. I'm just like so nervous. I'm like, I didn't believe that I would have so many people. And so that moment actually changed my life, and it was the beginning of my journey as a teacher. And now, 20 years later, I'm still dancing, and I'm still teaching, and I'm still transforming. And so belly dance became not just a fitness routine for me, it became my path to healing, self-love, and also empowerment. So how this book came to me is that in 2018, after teaching for so many years, for some reason I didn't know that I was going to be coming from Mississippi, but I knew that my life, because I had 3 studios in Canada, and so I didn't know where my path was going to go, but for some reason I felt that I needed to close my studio, and I felt that I had to do a performance on my journey with the belly dance and how it transformed my life. So I created a 1-hour performance, and I told my story through the movement. But as I was doing my change for Act 1 to change to Act 2, all my audience had a little booklet, and I had a person, an actress, to do the narration of the storyline. And so while I was changing, she was, I had her read the acts, and I realized, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a book in the making. So that's how the book came to be, because of this performance in 2018, which I did it again in 2024 in November, and this is where my sister met Carlo. And my performance just, how many months ago? November 24th, that was about 5 months. And so now we're getting married. But I was hoping my book would have been ready, but it hasn't been ready, but it's been ready about a month ago, and so this book came upon, so thanks to that performance. And so in this book, it's not just about belly dance, it's about movement, it's about energy, it's about music, and it's about transformation. So belly dance for me, it has been my therapy. It was my way to heal, mostly depression. I suffered really bad depression, and since I've started belly dance, I've never been depressed. I do feel sad, I do have moments, but I never went back to depression. So it helped me to express and to awaken something deep within. So in this book, I do share the chakra system. So our energy centers that help us to stay balanced and intuitive and also grounded. And so, I just want to make sure, okay? And also I'll share the power of music, because music with its rhythms, mostly the Arabic rhythms, shape our emotions and movement. And then I also have stories about transformation journeys that my students, my friends, and people that I met along the way, women that have experienced their own personal awakenings through belly dance. So belly dance isn't just movement, it's a whole new way of being in your body. So that's why I call it feminicity, because feminicity is a word I made up, and it also means being feminine, and also in a community of women and coming together and celebrating womanhood. But it also kind of awakening the feminine energy that we all possess, men and women, in our body. So through belly dance, I awaken a deep connection to myself, reclaiming a sense of grace, strength, and self-expression that have been dormant for years. So what I'd like to do right now, my poor husband, is your arm getting tired? So what I'd like to do right now, my drummer Jerry, I met Jerry, he came to my performance, and he moved here 2 years ago in Ocean Springs. So originally Argos?
I'll spend time out there, but Atlanta.
Atlanta. And he had his own band, and then it had been, what, a few years that you had been playing, right? Or
About 20 years.
20 years. So he had a friend over, and my poster, belly dance at the Ocean Spring and the Mary C. One of his friends said, "Hey, look, there's a belly dancer here," and then so he kind of just went to my show and we connected. So I'm like, "Oh my God, I like drummer." So I usually only use my boom box, but when I have a light drummer, when I went to Egypt a few times, it was so nice to dance with musicians. So one of the things that in belly dance we learn is different Arabic rhythms, and there's about 37, and I always kind of keep like 5-6 rhythms that I teach with my students. But Arabic rhythms has its own emotions, and the ones that he's going to teach you is, he's going to play 4 different rhythms, but I'm going to share you something afterwards, really grounded, something that's going to help you to kind of keep yourself grounded. So if you have chaos or anxiety or whatever, there's certain rhythms that help you to kind of down yourself so you can kind of come back to a parasympathetic your nervous system to be calm. So this one, what we're going to do is do some rhythms that I like to use when I get stressed out, and I dance all the time by myself. So I usually don't have a light drummer, so this is amazing. I'd like to kind of tap my fingers and okay. But so I want him to play 4 different rhythms, and so the first one will be just one that helps him to kind of shake and get me into the movement, and then he's going to play 3 different other rhythms, and I'm just going to follow and just see what my body wants to do. Ready? Now, a maxim is a very well-known rhythm. It has 4/4, and this 4/4 rhythm helps you to kind of do the count for you. So, if you ever did breath work, which I share in my book, even as dancers, ballroom dancers, belly dancers, jazz, breathing, sometimes we hold our breath too much, but as in dance, as in life, if you really want to calm your nervous system, breath work is the best thing you can do while you're sitting down. I like to use rhythm to help me with my breath work. So just with our mouth closed, we're just going to breathe from our nose. We're going to breathe in for 4, and we're going to breathe out for 4. First, I want to share you the rhythm. This rhythm is 4/4. It's a do on 1, a do on 3. And the 2 and 4 has a little tap. So I'm just going to let you listen to the rhythm. 4-4 breath work. But then there's another one that could really help you calm your nervous system. So if you ever, at work, things are just going crazy, and if you go to the bathroom, if you want to listen to some rhythm, you can do that, or you could just do this box breath that's going to help you. And this box breath is you breathe in for 4, you hold the counts for 4, and then you're going to breathe out for 4, and you hold the breath out for 4. So we're going to do 4-4-4-4. That's why they call it the box breath. So we're going to use the same master rhythm to help you with that. So here we go. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and hold. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and hold. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out and hold. One more. Breathe in and hold. Breathe out. Sorry. So usually I like to do 4-4 goes. So I'll do the box breath 4 times, and that kind of really calms me down. So what I like to do also for the body, so this kind of the breath work, but when it comes to the body, which I like right now, I'm just going to focus on the root chakra. We got 7 that I share in the book. But I actually like to work with 12. The skull chakra, I like to work with, for the book, I just use 7. In the addendum, I do share about the 12 chakras. So one of the things that I realized when I was belly dancing is that I knew that something was changing. I just didn't know how to, I didn't have words for it, but I'm like, something is changing inside of me. And like I'm being transformed. I look at life differently. I feel different until I kind of started Reiki. So Reiki really helped me to open up and see the energy centers that we have in our body. And so we're going to work with just one for tonight, the root chakra. So for those of you, you can stay sit, but I have some of you, if you could stand up, those who want to stand up and participate, you're more than welcome. So it's really easy. I'm not going to make you a workout. But it's a really nice way to try to get yourself grounded. So we're going to use the same rhythm, the next one. So all I want you to do is put the weight on one foot. If you want, you can hold on the table, the chair. Shift the weight on one foot. And then I want you to decompress the leg that has no weight. And when I say decompress, it's just all you want to do is kind of just lift your leg, let the foot flop, and then just do. Whack, whack. And it's like a just like flat down. So we'll do that. Up and do it. So you go up, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Up, down. Up, down. One more time. Just decompressing the leg and switch. Shift the weight on that leg. Now the other one. Just decompress the leg and flop. Up and flop. Up and flop. One more. Up and flop. Good. Now we're going to feel the weight just switching from one foot to the other. Shift breath work. You can press your leg, feel the ground, a little shake, shake everything off, and boom, you feel all in you. So, anyways, this is what I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much. Now, Patty, are we going to start doing something in the next month? Do you think we? March
You're the
20th?
teacher.
So I'm thinking of doing something. We're sharing it on. I think this is such a beautiful venue. So we'll keep you posted, but I think we're going to start doing like some ecstatic dance here, which is just kind of freestyle dance and with just kind of guiding you to open up those chakras and be a little bit more freer in your body. And so this is something we're thinking for the equinox, spring equinox, so March 20th. So, but we'll keep you posted. So look at her Facebook and my Facebook, and so it'll be probably a Thursday night at 6 p.m. I'll have some love, light drumming and some DJing. So I'm calling myself a DJ. So this for chakra, G for journeys. We're gonna go to that journey. Thank you so much for coming.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joni.